what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow.
Anthony Blaze is in town. Let's see, mic check. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I had it on mute. That's funny. All right, so what we're doing here is we're about to fix this this Cat 6 cable here. Cat 6, it typically says on the jacket that what size it is. Thanks for saying so, Anthony, appreciate it. Got Dominic in the house as well. Appreciate you guys hanging out. So we're going to fix this cable here and make it happen. Let's see here. What is going on with this one? This. Okay. I just gotta fix something here real quick. Where is that vertical feed? All right, so what am I talking about here? What's going on with this cable is that it is Cat 6, right? They are terminated incorrectly. If we look closely here, right? Let me change this to the overhead view here. I terminated T568A on one end and T568B on the other. I think one of them was terminated the other way, and I decided to go T568A on another, not realizing that it was B on one side. So that's what I've got going on with this particular cable. It doesn't work. To show you what I mean, when I do this test on this cable tester here, right, as you can see, right, I'll turn it on now. Watch the lights. Watch what happens to the lights. So what we should be looking at here, let me get a pointer. Okay. With respect to these lights, as you can see, when this illuminates 1, right, this side should register 1 also. This is the master, this is the remote, right? I could go on one end of an Ethernet cable, for example, right? They just connect like that, like for example in the server room and then here. But when this one sends a signal through the first wire, right, it should say, okay, I'm reading it on the second wire here as 1. So this is reading as 1, but it's blank. It's reversed. So as you can see, 1 illuminates, 8 illuminates. 2 illuminates, 7. 3, etc. 4, 4. 5, 5. Actually, that's reversed as well. 8 and 1. So as you can see, here, 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 here. Yeah, so they're reversed. Did you see that? You see how they're... Are you able to see it? Let me see if it's registering there. This cable's backwards. It's terminated backwards. A is on one side, B is on the other. So what's the difference between the two? And what am I talking about with respect to T568A and T568B? Let's go to Google and let me show you what I'm talking about here. See, so here, T568A versus B. Enter. All right, so images. Here's a good one here. Here's a good image. So as you can see here, right? Whoopsie. As you can see here, T568A reflects green, white, blue, white, orange, white, brown, brown. B starts off with orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, brown. In this particular instance, right, with these two cables here, for example, right, it's hard to tell. All right, let's see here. It's hard to tell what's what, but with the tab down, for example, here, right, tab down, this looks like it is orange, white, orange, which tells me this side is B, right? This side is B. So let's mark that so we don't forget. I'm gonna grab a marker here. Grab a little marker. Koala, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Let me just double check a setting here. Vertical canvas. All right, let's see. Where was I? I lost my place. Hey, Biscuit, Koala, Dusty, good to see you guys. Appreciate you stopping in. My vertical stream does not seem to be operating proper for whatever reason. Copy. I'm eating dinner after I do this, Anthony, and then I'll start the Fortnite stream later on. And I'm going to be testing out this new mouse that I've got also. So I'm actually probably going to do a bunch of solos before I start playing with anybody because I want to, you know, get a feel for this new mouse and talk through it and such, you know. All right, so this is B, like I said here. All right, tab down. Let me double check this here. I wrote something on the back of one of these here once before, and I can't remember what I wrote. Gold up, tab down. Gold up, tab down. Well, we're going to call this one B. Actually, let's do this here also. Anthony, well, can I join you because I'm still learning my PS5 controller? I'm going to be talking a lot, so when I'm done doing the testing and such of this, then yes, we'll play together. But I want to do a few solos just talking through this particular mouse first. I appreciate you wanting to play, but I'm going to do a few solos first, like I said. But you can play. Don't let me stop you from not playing. You know what I mean? And I'll play you in the background when you go live as well. All right, let's see here. I'm double checking my wiring diagram over here. All right, so B, yep, tab down. So tab down, and then it reads left to right. So this is in fact B, like I said. So this is B. And then when we look closely at this one here, right, it starts off with the tab down as white orange or brown white brown. What I think I did, because it actually ends up to be, if I flip it over like with the tab up, this looks like it's cat B or T568B also, because orange is on this side. So basically what I did when I crimped this down is I should have had orange on this side. So I wonder, as opposed to cutting a few inches off, I wonder what if I were to just break this. I've never tried to do that before. Can I use this to break? Let's try that. Do I have a set of pliers here? Yes, I do. I got my melted tool. I'll use that. Right there. So this is a Gerber. This tool is old. In fact, I think I found this in my truck. Someone left it in a truck, and I have no idea who left it there. All right, so we're going to break this thing open. I'm just going to squeeze this and see if I can pull this thing off. Yeah, let's try and see. Got my safety glasses on. So by doing that, I am relieving the pressure that's created. So right here, if you look closely as well, right here, there's a bar, and that's what's keeping it from slipping off. Yeah. And so what I'm trying to do is squeeze it enough to break it, to break the plastic itself. Let's turn off the, turn that off. You can see it's shifting a little bit. And that's an idea. Will this work? I don't know. Never done this before. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then we'll know. But it's always an experiment with me. Trying stuff, figuring it out. And seeing what works, what doesn't work. Because this may be applicable to you in the future if you were to do something like this. It's like, don't do what I did. Right? Alright, so peeling this off now. I'm just going to pull it straight out. Alright, it seems that I'm not able to necessarily do what I'm attempting to do here without really damaging this plug. And as I pull on it, even though I've got that breaker bar, there are little like knives, if you will. The gold plates, they are buried that deep into those wires there, which is what's given its connectivity. So possibly that's what's going on there. It's almost like, let's open up the what do you call it? The thing to see what's inside. Right? Hey, what's going on, Tony? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I am destroying this plug because I'm curious to see what's on the inside of it. We're breaking it before we fix it. Break the tab off here. Alright, I'm done messing with this. Let's just cut it. It doesn't really want to come off like I didn't think it's not coming off like I thought it would. So we're just going to make a clean cut for this thing and carry on. Because, you know what, I got stuff to do. So that flew away. Boom. Let's go ahead and strip about, we'll take that much off. Being careful to not injure the interior wires, just the exterior sheath, which I have done. I've not touched the interior wires to my knowledge anyway. I can use this as an untwisty tool. What's nice about this Cat 6 cable, when you separate it out, right, all the cables, it's probably not enough, but it's got a divider on the inside there. So we'll just take that off as well. And then just untangle them all. Bomada, my new one's fiber optic. You run fiber optic inside your house, Bomada? That's freaking cool. Alright, so we are going to go white, orange, orange, and then white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. So that'll be the order that they should slide into. Pull it. What I do then is I pull it like so, and then I'll need to rearrange them probably again. So, oh, you know what I want to do also? This, you see this part here? It doesn't have a boot, you know, to make it from being a snag hazard. So I'm going to slide this over before I actually get it in. Terminate one side like this boot, and I'm going to bring it all the way around. And this boot would be like a protector. Because I did not use a lot of these in some other applications, I have a whole bunch, so this is extra. And basically this slides over this like so. Like I said, kind of like a little protective covering. Still, the tab's still functional, but that goes there. And then this one goes on this side as well. Put that on now too. We'll just slide that off to the side. And let's clear the desk of this debris here. Keeping the workspace clean, right? And then this would effectively sit inside so, like so. Alright, well, what's the order again? 568B for this cable. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, where'd the white, green go? There you are. Green, go. White, green, blue. I should have probably made these longer, just so it's easier to work with, you know, when they're short like this, and it does make it a little bit more challenging. They're challenging. Doable, but challenging. So that's the order that it should be in. And then pull it tight and straight. Double check the order one more time. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. And I might need to give myself more working room so I could slide this in proper. But let's just try and see. Yep, it did not. You saw how that bent on the inside there? It's crooked. It's not straight on the inside. And that is exactly what's going to happen. It'll get bunched up. So I'm going to take a little bit more of this sheath off, like so. Doing it like this because I can. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's the sheathing. Will this work? I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm referring to my idea of cutting it down the way I did. Alright, and then let's cut this off too. The rest of that divider. You know what? I don't like this divider. I'm going to try to pull a little bit more of it out. And then I'll cut it there, so it sinks back in a little bit, giving me a little bit more room to work with. Okay, what's the order again? T568B, right? Yeah, when my family calls me to say dinner's ready, then I'm rolling. All right, let's separate. Oh wow, I got a funny cut here. Look at that. You see this? I need to cut new wire. We're gonna start new. That thing is a bad break. Cut it flush. I must have done that earlier, so blessings in disguise. Good thing I did not go to terminate this particular end. Because you saw that? I had a pretty good break in there. So Anthony, you said you didn't get any wins today, even though you're playing with the fellas this afternoon? Let's peel that back. Let's see. Is this the right way to do it? That's how I'm doing it. And if it works, then guess what? It was a way. The right way, it all depends on your perspective. Some people say, oh, you're doing it all wrong. You should strip a wire like this. And that's fine too. Everybody has different methods to do it, which is fine. This is simply what I am doing. All right. So, we got white orange first. Pull that straight and tight, yeah. Followed by orange. Pull that straight and tight also. Next is going to be white green, which is right here. If you've got tough fingers, then yeah, you could just pull it straight like so, like it just did. If you have dainty fingers and can't pull tight like that, then guess what? Use a different method to make your wires straight. Nothing wrong with that. Not everybody has the same types of skin and finger strength and dexterity where they could just pull it straight the way I'm doing it right now. White or green, and then white brown, and then brown. White, brown, and then brown. All right. So that's the order. It's a little bit crooked. Some wires are longer than the other. That will pose a problem when I insert it into these into this clip, into the end itself, because it's a feed through, meaning it's supposed to go through, and then when I crimp it, it will cut it at the end. So that's the right order. We're going to pull it tight and straight once again. Double check the order. I made a short on me doing this, but this is me talking through the process of doing this. And the key is to make sure that they are straight, and then of course again that they are in the right order. So the closer I can keep them together, the better as I feed it through. Tab side down, gold tabs up, and then white orange orange, white green blue, white blue green, white brown brown. As I feed, oh man, I lost my purchase. But let's just see. I still have it, which is a sign of good of a good pull with respect to white orange. You're not in the spot that needs to be in. There you go. Try that again. You know, things were not getting entangled. it would feed through proper, but it's not, which is fine. Just need to get things back in order, straighten out the wires again. They don't look exactly straight, so let's fix that. There, that's better. Looks good so far. Give it a little wiggle wiggle as I try to push it through. Getting a double feed in some instances is what it looks like. Alright, I'm going to cut them straight so that they feed through all at the same time. See how I made them flush? Oh, now they're all crooked again. There. White, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Okay. Whew. Alright, good push through. Alright, that one got a little bit crooked, so I'm going to pull this one manually. I can see it's bent on the inside there as well. Alright. I want the sheath underneath that crimping bar here. And then, let's just double check the order. White, orange, orange. It's supposed to be white, green. The blue and the white, green got bent. They switched places somehow inside. So we gotta do it again. You know what? Sometimes I put it in straight through and perfect. Right now I'm just having a little bit of a time, you know, doing it. So let's try this. Pull it straight. Pull it straight. White, green. Pull it straight. White, blue. Pull it straight. Blue, pull it straight. Pull it straight. All right, white, orange, orange. White, green is next. So let's reposition white, green over to orange, blue, white, blue. Green, white, brown, brown. All right, so this is the right order. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. And that was a nice, solid, easy push through. That was very nice. And when it goes in like that, to me, it's like, okay, cool. Let's just double check the order though. So I've got white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, green, white, brown, brown. We can crimp this down. I have two types of crimpers here. I've got this yellow one, which came with the kit, and then I've also got this red one. I've discovered that over time, this one seem to have, the cutter seemed to have gotten dull. Let's see if it works this time though, which I was not happy about. But, oh, got crimped up in there. I don't want that. So when it cuts it, it's going to crimp this bar down and then cut the wires that fed through. Yeah. I just did that so that it's easier to pass through. Thinking it would be easier to pass through. Alright, so there we go. And then when you crimp it down, it should cut easy. So notice it did not cut this ends one off very easy. So I'm just gonna bend it and break it off like so. There you go. Let's test it. See if it works. Boom. Boom. Yeah. And then when we turn it on, we should get 1 1. Can you see the lights? 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, 6 6, 7 7, 8 8, G. Okay, G would be ground. So this was a good connection. This was a good cut. This was a good process. Put that off to the side. Now this is no longer a 7-foot cable. Let's measure it out. About 5 foot there, and then from here to here it's probably about another 18 inches. So we'll just call it 6 foot. So I've got myself a 6-foot Ethernet cable, Cat 6, which is operational. I could use this now and put this into my kit as a patch cable for when I'm in the field, or if I just want to do some testing and stuff. I might just keep it here because it is Cat 5 and Cat 6. Cat 6 is meant to be transmit at a higher thing. Hold on a second. Cool, 5-minute call till dinner. So on that note, I'll spend the rest of the time cleaning up. For those of you that are still here and enjoying the show, tell me, what'd you think of this stream? Was it worth your time? The information that I passed to you guys just now. Was it worth it? Would you like to see more of these? Or is it like a boring? Which I get a lot of as well. We got 5 people here watching, so I appreciate you guys being here to enjoy what I just did. We'll play Fortnite later. I'm going to be doing some testing of that mouse that I did. I know Anthony wants to play, but I want to do some testing on my own first, playing some solos. I mean, he wants to do testing of his controller. Well, he should do testing of his controller, but I want to be by myself, if you will, when I do the testing of this. And Anthony understands that, you know. Plus, my son's home, so chances are I'm going to be playing with him, and he doesn't like to play with other people. Why? Because he's chill. You know, just wants to chill. He might play with my brother and me, you know, but other folks, maybe not. We'll see. Which is if he's playing Fortnite. All right, I need to clean all this stuff up here. So what did you guys think? Was this a good? If you're like, dude, you're boring. We wish we could have seen this closer up. Would a closer up view been better? You know? My chat seems to have stopped. Is it still working? I haven't seen a new chat since 7:23 for 20 minutes. Did my stream go out? Which happens, and I'm talking to nobody if it went out. Alright. Bamada, tell me a little bit about your fiber optic. Because I have fiber for internet as well, but my house is wired for Ethernet. Are you going fiber optic from your router to your computer, as well as from the outside of the house, inside, which is pretty cool. All right, who else is still hanging here? Say hello real quick. everything has its place. All right, we're gonna play with that mouse for the gaming, which is very similar to this one here. So let's talk about these mice real quick. Sabrine, good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm having a good stream. I haven't had a chat in about 21 minutes. Last one was from Bomata. I'm actually about to sign off here. My wife said it's dinner time. So about to get some dinner. She just gave me the 5-minute call. Which, because dinner is ready. What are you having for dinner, Sabrine? And what time is it for you where you're at? Is it dinner time for you also? Or are you in a different time zone than me? Yeah, having a good stream. I'm having a fun stream. I enjoy this kind of stuff. And I enjoy doing this stuff live and showing you what I got going on. I mean, it's a quick one. It's only less than an hour even. So check it out. I've got 2 mice. This is the new one I'm testing for my son. The skate, it's brand new, so the skates are very smooth. This one, it's very like frictiony. Right? I got the same very similar inputs. I've got a button here, 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 down, up. So check it out. This is pickaxe. Here, I'll zoom in. On my original mouse, this button here is pickaxe, and then I've got weapon slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press down, reload. Press up, targeting. Here, this button is my pickaxe, right? Weapon slot 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes up and down, and then roll down, roll up. What's neat about this is that this changes the mouse speed, which I really like, you know, so I could be boom, 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 boom. I mean, everything is here as far as my combat hand goes here, which is why I liked this particular mouse also. But knowing that this can be changed, the dots per inch, I think is how it goes. Like if I go here, you can't see it. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to I'll show you the difference. Let me see. Let's do like this, right screen, but then we'll also put up an overhead camera here also. Overhead, so you can see video. Nope. You still listening, Sabrine? Okay. Yep. Okay. So watch. When I press this button here, right? When I press this button here, it's very fast moving back and forth. Press it again, faster. Slower now. Oh, you can't see that. Here. Slow, faster, 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 even faster, and then back to slow again. So that's really good for aiming. But it's dinner time for me. I'm going to go ahead and take off. Have a great afternoon, everyone. I appreciate everyone being here and hanging out with me this afternoon. I will be on Fortnite later on. So hope to see you all there. All right. Thanks, everyone.